Welcome to Spidell's California Minute. I'm your host, Catherine Zidane, and this week we're discussing base year property transfers under Proposition 19. The 2023 edition of Spidell's Analysis and Explanation of California Taxes is in the works right now, and there's a complete discussion of property tax transfers and the changes made by Proposition 19. You can pre-order a print or online copy of the book at caltax.com under Publications. Proposition 19 was passed by the voters in November 2020. While a lot of attention has been paid to the new limits on the parent-child change of ownership exemption, Proposition 19 also dramatically expanded principal residence base year value transfers for property tax purposes by those who are age 55 and older, severely and permanently disabled, or a victim of a wildfire or other natural disaster. These changes apply to transfers made after April 1st, 2021. Taxpayers who are at least age 55 or disabled can transfer the base year value of relinquished property up to 3 times. Disaster and wildfire victims can make these transfers for an unlimited number of disaster-related transfers. Transfers made prior to April 1st, 2021 are not counted toward the 3 transfer limit. A significant change made by Proposition 19 is that to qualify for the base year property transfer, the properties are no longer required to be located in the same county or in a county that has an ordinance that allows inter-county base year value transfers. In addition, taxpayers are no longer limited to replacement properties of equal or lesser value. If the full cash value of the replacement dwelling is of equal or lesser value than the original property, the assessed value of the replacement property will be the assessed value of the original property. Equal or lesser value means the fair market value of the replacement property does not exceed 100% of the market value of the original property if the replacement property is purchased or newly constructed before the original property is sold, 105% if the replacement property is purchased or newly constructed within the first year after the original property is sold, or 110% within the second year after the original property is sold. If the taxpayer purchases a replacement property with a higher fair market value than their original property, the assessed value of the replacement property is equal to the assessed value of the original property plus the difference in fair market values between the original property and the replacement property. So, for example, if a 60-year-old taxpayer has a home with an assessed value of $200,000 and a fair market value of $500,000 and replaces it with a home with a value of $600,000, the replacement value would be assessed at $300,000, which is $200,000 of the original assessed value, plus the $100,000 difference between the original and replacement home values. If a taxpayer purchases a replacement home first before selling the original home, as long as one transaction occurs on or after April 1st, 2021, and the original home is sold within 2 years of the purchase of the replacement home, the base year value of the original home can be transferred to the replacement home. To receive the Proposition 19 base year value transfer, file a claim form with the county assessor for the county where the replacement property is located after both transactions have been completed and the taxpayer is living in the replacement home. This process is not done through escrow. The BOE has developed new forms for these base year value transfers, and the BOE's website has a list of informative FAQs on Proposition 19, which are available at boe.ca.gov/prop19. We have an on-demand webinar on property tax transfers that covers Proposition 19, plus the new rules for replacing a property after a disaster and how to file an appeal to reduce property tax. You can see a full list of topics covered and register for the course at caltax.com under the Webinars tab. That's all for this week. Join us next time for another episode of Spidell's California Minute.